Hey everyone, it's Meridy. Welcome back. I am here today with our Wild and Free Style Your Scraps video. And in today's video, this is kind of different. I'm not really making embellishments for one of the things. So Erin made one of her layouts. Our design team member Erin made one of her layouts this month. First of all, this is all of the goodies that I still have left over from this kit that I haven't used yet. Okay, so back to this. So Erin made this layout. I just printed it out on the computer on a piece of paper. Erin created this layout this month for her design team project, and I absolutely loved it. I'm gonna kind of arrange things while I'm talking. I absolutely loved it. So I wanted to scrap lift it really bad, but I also thought I didn't want to scrap lift it for one of my 8 process videos this month because you guys have already seen this. Like, you don't need to see it again to count as one of the process videos. But I thought to myself, I definitely want to recreate this layout. I love it so much. So I decided I would recreate it for your Style Your Scraps video. So since I knew this was coming, I purposely did not use this background piece of paper because I knew I wanted to recreate her layout here. So what I did before I turned on my camera now was I just pulled out a bunch of pieces of this kit. And it's not the exact same things that she used because I already used a lot of these embellishments on other layouts this month, but I wanted to show you how you can kind of recreate using what am I doing? I don't mean to do this. I need to stop working and talk. So how you can kind of recreate a layout using similar items, and it will still look awesome because this is kind of what I do in my oh, what is the name of it? In my Hearts and Flowers classes. You can use any supplies in those classes. It doesn't have to be the ones that I use necessarily in my class. So I wanted to kind of show one little idea. I do want to eventually, hopefully in October, I wanted to do it really bad for September, but I ran out of time. I wanted to create my Hearts and Flowers class and then take my own Hearts and Flowers class with different supplies and show you guys how to do that. But I didn't get to it this month. It's gonna have to hopefully come in October. So for now, I'm just gonna kind of do that. You know what, I'm gonna cut this picture down so that the white isn't distracting. That's not actually part of the layout. Her layout is just matted on a piece of paper that came in the kit. And again, I don't have that piece of paper that she matted her layout. I believe it's on the star paper. It was plaid on one side and stars on the other, but I already used that whole paper. So I am just going to use some strips of black paper instead. And instead of matting my layout, I'm just going to adhere them around the edge and miter the edges. So I will get all 4 of these little black strips. I cut them about a little bit bigger than 1/4 of an inch so that they're a little easier for me to work with. And I'm just going to adhere them on the 4 edges and then come back in and miter the corners, and I will be right back. Alrighty, to miter the corners, I'm just gonna come in from the corner and snip away diagonally. Okay guys, so and this, I really, really love like exactly how she made her layout. So I want to stick as true to scrap lifting hers as possible. I believe she used a 5x7 photo on here, but I am going to probably only use a 4x6 photo. So I'm going to cut the photo mat 4.5 inches by, or 4.25 inches by 6.25 inches. Okay, and then I have a piece of this blue paper because it looks like that's what she used to mat the photo, and it fits perfectly. So I am just going to adhere this down and trim that off. And this is a good way to use up your scraps. Just find something that you like online and try to recreate it. Especially if you're no longer feeling like super creative. I'm just gonna cut a little of this. Looks like she's got it a little shorter. Especially when you don't feel like, maybe she didn't use a 5x7 because this is looking like about the same size. I just like doing this. I like scrap lifting when I just don't feel like being creative in my own brain. Okay, let me see here. I do have a little scrap of this wood grain. She's got a little bit of this wood grain hanging out there. And although I used most of my wood grain paper up, I have this little torn scrap that is going to be trash, but I kept it just in case. Okay, and I think I can adhere these back pieces down and the picture. I'm just gonna kind of not put adhesive up to the very end, so that way I can slide elements underneath the edges as I need to. Like how I'm gonna put that right underneath of there. Okay. Okay, now comes the part that I don't have all the same pieces. I do not have the same florals that she used because I already used a lot of them. I didn't have this tag. It came from the paper pack, but I did have this Not Just for Boys tag from a past kit. It's the back of packaging, so I decided to use that. And for the little paper reinforcer, I actually have white paper reinforcers, and I can just ink it up green. And I'm just simply going to use some peeled paint, Distress Oxide ink, and ink one of these green. And it will look just like this tag. I realized that I don't have the little white bit on mine where she has the love this, but that's okay with me. Okay, and I'm going to adhere this tag down as well. Next, I can start coming in here with some bits and pieces. Now it looks like she used a little scallop punch that was one of the die cuts. Oop, that also came in this month's kit. But I already used that die cut as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm taking this packaging tag from Not Just for Boys, which is just about the same color blue, and I'm just gonna cut some scallops. And it's not quite as long as the piece she used, so I'm gonna have to do 2, okay? And then I've got some of the words I pulled out that she used. Beautiful. This is not the same greenery that she used, but I already used this greenery, so I am just going to have to make this one work, even if I have to trim it down a little. Let's see, instead of wander, I have happy or together. I think I will put the happy down there because I just like the color of the wander. So, and I don't have a picture even yet picked out, which I know is kind of crazy, but I know that I will find a picture. Now I do have that same moth that she used, but I also pulled this butterfly because I just might like it a little bit better. So I'll use that one. Let's see, she had some, oh, I also pulled this one. If I didn't want to use this in this area, I figured I could use that and maybe even trim out the fox. But I kind of like this little mushroom one here. And I already used my fern leaves. So instead, I'm just gonna cut apart this fern wreath into pieces. And I'm gonna attempt to just kind of use it in there. Okay, in like the same area. I know it doesn't look exactly the same, but I think it's gonna work just fine. And she's got these cute strawberries under here. I think it's this one with all the flowers under here. I don't know, I just love the way that she put this whole thing together. And so I just really wanted to recreate it. And then this little thing of strawberries, I do believe she's wedged in up here. Okay, what other little pieces do I have? I'm gonna have to get my whole little jar I kept all my little hearts and stars in here from this month, so I can kind of pull the little navy one and a tiny brown one. Okay, I've got a few of these guys left, and just so happens one of them is down there. A brown one is up in here. I'll have to adjust that as I move that. And then it doesn't look like she used another one. It looks like those are the only two of those that she used. And this is so easy to me, guys. Like, it's taking, as you can see, just like a couple of minutes to get this whole thing put together. Just using my leftover scraps. Looks like she's got one of these guys here and an orange one up here and a gray one right here. I don't even have to think about the placement because it looks great. I love how she already did it. A couple more flowers down there, or I mean hearts and stars down there. And another star up there. Okay, and then we've got a couple leaves hanging out. There's this leaf and this leaf. And I already used those leaves. So, oh, I have one that I didn't quite use right there. So I might adjust my little title and my little leaf and my little mushroom, because this is a lot tinier than the one that she used. But I think I can make it look similar enough there. Okay, I am missing this little documented tab, but I thought I could cut one of these out. These are from old packaging also, from Not Just for Boys packaging. She also has the word incredible stamped down there. Okay, it's kind of starting to get hard because I've got a lot of loose pieces. Okay, I think that I could come in here and start adhering down. I know she used some enamel dots, but instead of enamel dots, I'm just going to use Nouveau drops. I'll just use these our olive branch color, and she used some gold mist. I can see she splattered gold mist, so I've got my gold mist. I can see she used a couple mini staples here and there, so I've got my little mini stapler out here, and another green star up there. Okay guys, I think that I can go off camera and kind of finish off, adhere all this down. And oh, the word adventure probably came from the sticker sheet. It says beautiful adventure. So I will look for a word that I haven't used yet that can fit under there. And then I'm gonna go adhere all of this, and I will come back to do the splatters, and I will show you what I've got and how this came together at the end. Alrighty guys, I am going to come put a couple little things with a couple little Nuvo drop dots here, just to kind of exactly do what Erin did. I know she probably used enamel dots, but I'm using Nuvo drops. The staples that I was talking about. She's got a couple there and one right there. A little bit of gold mist. So I can just sprinkle gold mist to my heart's content and not worry about it getting on a picture. Okay guys, so this is the first way to style your scraps, is just find a similar layout online that you can recreate using similar or exactly the same pieces, and do that. And now I have a whole layout ready to go just from my scraps that were left. Okay, let's move on to another idea for style your scraps. Let me pull out everything I've got here. I've got quite a lot of embellishments left. Not too many papers left, as you can see. And unfortunately, I did not really touch my paper cuts this month. So, I'm wondering how I can get, like, this is literally all the paper that's left. So there's not much. This is why I am thinking that I may need to get the paper, not for my videos that I'm going to be filming. In my videos every month, I'll always just use the Limitless kit and the Essentials kit. But for my own personal stash, I'm thinking that I need to get a paper add-on, because I have a lot of embellishments still left, like lots, but I am like out of paper. So I'm thinking that I might need to get one of the Wild and Free paper packs to kind of be able to make more layouts with this. But for today and for my videos, of course, I don't have that. So I need to decide what to do here. I think I'm gonna put a little kind of like a mini page kit together with some pieces that I think really match each other well. And although I love this plaid paper on the back of this starry paper, I want to make some sort of layout about camping or being out. It doesn't have to be camping, being out in the night sky, because there's this starry nights. I've got the star paper. I can pull some of these little stars, and if you don't like the colors of the star, I can use the back side and either keep them white or ink them with yellow and ink them yellow, because I didn't really use hardly any of the stars that came in the die cuts this month. So I think I'm gonna flip them upside down, and when I'm ready to make this page, I can color them yellow. I'm gonna keep them in a little envelope together, so that this is gonna be ready for a page kit. And let me go through here and see what else I can use that kind of matches that star vibe. If you were catching lightning bugs, you could totally use this jar. I do not have any pictures of my kids catching lightning bugs, because we live in a place where lightning bugs don't exist. So I can't do that, but I had pulled a paper cut. I think this is from June possibly, but it's still available on the website. And it's the little forest with the moon. And I think I want to include that in there because I think it could look really cute on a layout. Starry nights with the stars, the paper, this paper cut. I'm gonna grab this and put it in here. So this is kind of protected because I don't want it just sitting open in my kit with all these goodies. And honestly, once I finish this up, I'm gonna probably put this in there too, so I know what I was doing. I could put that little star scrap in there. Let's see, are there any other papers that will look good with this? I think these dark blue tags can look nice with that. There's another one just in case. And then I'll go through all of these little pieces of ephemera that I have left, which is quite a bit. And I'll see if any more of these match that. And then that can be ready to just make a layout. Oh, I would love to put some of this in there. I'm just gonna pull off, because I probably won't store this with my kit, it's so bulky. So I'm just gonna pull off a few, like a foot. It could tie nicely through those tags or something that I just put in there. So I'll stick that in there. Let's see what else I have over here. I really wish I had lightning bug pictures because it would be so cute. But alas, I do not. Okay, I will go through all of these little pieces off camera and try to get whatever else I can get that I think matches this and stick it in here too. Okay guys, I got Enjoying the Starry Night, Unplugged, Let's Get Lost, a little owl because it's night, and a little tree stump. So I think I could make a little layout using all of these goodies. So that is the second thing from Style Your Scraps for this month that I'm going to try. And then the last item that I think I'm gonna make with Style Your Scraps, let's see, what should I do? Got a few tags here. You know, maybe I'm gonna put together one more little page kit that would be cute. And this is not the typical colors from this kit, but it's kind of ones that I didn't turn to a lot. So it's a lot of this color left. So I'm gonna go with this mauve and light blue. I'm Lost Without You. I think that could look good, but I don't really like this I'm Lost Without You. Like, I don't. I'm just basing it off this narrowed down color scheme rather than looking at all of these colors. So I think I do like this little camera in there, the Enjoy, that matches. These little wood grain tags match. This little scrap of the wood grain, again, that's packaging from Not Just for Boys. Let's see, that I don't need in there. This color, I've kind of got these teals going on, so I don't think I need that color. Now I could come in, I don't even really need these mushrooms in there. None of these little animals are calling my name here. Oh, the little deer are pretty cute in there. That little one. And a little bird. These like cooler gray colors I feel like are looking nice. Oh, does the little ladybug match? To put a little hint of red with this. No, I don't think I need the red in there. I'm also gonna cut out this camera. I wonder if even like a little cut would look nice in there. Maybe. Okay. Oh, I can throw that flower in there. Those are a little brighter, but I think this one looks great. Some of these little hearts over here, because this is very much a soft color palette. Oh, I don't think I need the blue one in there though. Okay. Okay, guys. This looks like it could all nicely embellish a layout that's just needs some paper or mixed media possibly on the background. Oh, I really like this, but I don't think there's much of it left. I'll stick that in there. I have really used up that, but it could be good. Like on the layout I just made, the Erin made, she just used some tiny little scraps of colors. So I think I don't need green. These could be photo mats in there. I'll stick these in there. They were just some scraps of cardstock. They didn't come in the kit, but I pulled them from my stash, but it looks nice with that color scheme. So I'll put all that together. I could even put a couple of flowers because this is very florally, and I feel like some of these chippies would look real nice in there. So I'll just put the ones that I already had trimmed out. I'm not going to cut more. And I will put this all together, and this is like ready for me to make another little layout. Just needs some pictures and those color schemes. So I'll put that to the side. Okay, now the third like technique for style your scraps. What should this be? I think I'm going to embellish up the few tags that we have left, which I believe is only 2. That's not that many, but I think I can make them look cute. Like this one has mushrooms on it, so I think I can kind of do a mushroom vibe. Just embellishing them up a little bit, so it'll just be ready to put on a layout. And maybe this one I can make like a little strawberry vibe. Kind of cover up that mushroom that's on there, because I love the strawberries and the ladybugs in this kit. I just think they're so cute. I just didn't have a place to put them. Okay, I'm thinking the simpler the better here. So just going to go with simple. Okay, maybe a little heart. And I'm definitely going to need to tie a little something on them. Probably not going to use the colors that came in the kit. I'm going to get some of my packaging twine here that comes with the Not Just for Boys packaging. Maybe I'll put some brown on that one. And I wish I had red, but I think I'll use, and hold it in place with a little glue. So that's the good thing about using the paper that's the cut apart tags, is there are so many tags on that it's really nice to just be able to just use some up and create a couple tags ahead of time. With all the rest of this, I am going to put it back in my little bag here for die cuts, and I will store it away with this kit, which I will show you in my next video, my wrap-up video, what I have planned to do with the rest of this kit and the rest of these pieces. So yeah, I'll be back in a couple of days with that video, but let me show you everything that we made with the Style Your Scraps video today, because we kind of got a lot. So the first thing we did was recreate Erin's layout almost exactly like she did it. Then we made a few little kits with embellishments from some scraps. Oh, that one goes with this, that I plan on using to make another page. All of these things coordinate in those bags. And third, we made a couple tags that are also ready to go on pages. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this Style Your Scraps video today, and I will see you in a couple of days with my wrap-up video. Thanks so much. Bye.